Thanks for joining us for the Midday News. Flight training in the highlands of Central Province for pilots and aircrew of the Australian Defence Force is winding down as the visiting 5th Aviation Regiment turns its attention to supporting the Papua New Guinea Defence Force during Exercise One Tok Warrior. Around 100 ADF personnel and 4 Chinook helicopters have conducted daily flights around the Owen Stanley Ranges as part of Exercise Helicon Loop 2025, an annual activity aimed at getting pilots and aircrew qualified to fly at altitude and in mountainous terrain. 5th Aviation Regiment pilot Captain Lloyd Struber said being qualified to fly at high-density altitude and in mountainous environments was necessary to prepare the unit to operate in all conditions and in all terrain. Governor Noah Cool has called for stronger partnerships and consistent funding to address worsening service delivery in Simbu province, citing budget shortfalls, centralization of programs in Waigani, and weak accountability mechanisms. Speaking at the Special Parliamentary Committee on Children and Youth Inquiry held on October 14 and 15, Cool revealed that the province received only 40% of its expected national allocation last year, dropping to 26% this year, severely impacting local implementation. The National Fisheries Authority is charting a new course for Papua New Guinea's fisheries sector. NFA Managing Director Justin Ilakini says the country is taking historic steps to engage directly in commercial fisheries while leading regional cooperation through development frameworks like East New Britain Initiative.
Speaking at the Pacific Tuna Forum 2025 in Nadi, Fiji, Ilakini outlined reforms that aim to benefit both the nation and the coastal communities who depend on fisheries for their livelihoods. PNG is moving to retain more value domestically and strengthen its leadership in sustainable fisheries. This move will allow PNG to actively participate in fisheries ventures while NFA continues its regulatory role. The reforms also link closely to the ENBI framework, which encourages regional cooperation and inclusive investment. Ilakini revealed that PNG has already created 12,000 direct jobs and close to 20,000 including indirect employment in the tuna industry. More jobs are expected as commercial operations expand and reforms take effect. He says PNG's approach combines sustainable fisheries management with economic participation, ensuring communities and the nation both benefit. He adds that regional cooperation under the ENBI framework is key to maximizing the economic potential of the Pacific tuna industry. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Papua New Guinea is strengthening its fight against illegal fishing while implementing major reforms in the fisheries sector. NFA Managing Director Justin Ilakini says new patrols, forward bases and policy changes are set to protect the nation's waters and boost economic benefits for local communities.
Following the Pacific Tuna Forum in Fiji, Ilakini discussed PNG's strategy to combat illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing alongside ongoing initiatives to expand domestic fisheries. The National Fisheries Authority is also establishing forward bases, including Daru, to coordinate surveillance with Indonesian authorities, Australia and national agencies. Real-time ICT monitoring is being rolled out to ensure compliance and reduce unreported fishing. Ilakini also emphasized regional commercial initiatives under ENBI, including the Pacific Island Tuna Initiative that allows countries to sell processed tuna directly to global markets, bypassing middlemen and increasing revenue for Pacific nations. He added that the forum's outcomes confirm PNG's leadership role in fisheries, ensuring that reforms are effective, domestic processing increased, and regional cooperation central to sustainable economic growth. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Colgate-Palmolive celebrated the Global Handwashing Day on October 14, 2025 at the Southbridge International School in Port Moresby. Global Handwashing Day is an important platform that maximizes awareness about how essential the role of hand washing is in preventing the spread of infections and diseases. This year's theme is Be a Hand Washing Hero.
Through its Protect brand and in collaboration with the National Department of Health, Colgate-Palmolive is encouraging the people of Papua New Guinea to spend 20 seconds washing their hands to help promote a healthier future for everyone. This year's host of the Global Handwashing Day was Southbridge International School in Port Moresby, where 200 staff and students participated. Colgate-Palmolive General Manager John Wood said 370,000 participants registered from 527 schools across the nation. Wood said the Clean Hands, Good Health program has been running since 2012 and has positively impacted over 2 million children. The program also seeks to educate people on the 4 simple steps to washing hands, which include using soap and water, scrub and rub hands for 20 seconds, rinse hands with clean water, dry hands with a clean towel. Colgate-Palmolive also organized an essay competition and student art competition for students to take part and winners announced on the day. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
And to news in the region, a local council in the Canberra region has made moves to ban artificial grass from nature strips. Proponents say it's based on concerns fake turf leaks microplastics into the environment.
No mowing or watering required. Synthetic turf has become a popular choice for fields and backyards, but not everyone is a fan.
Artificial grass has plastic, artificial turf has PFAs, and it's not good for our stormwater.
Queanbeyan and Pallarang Regional Council wants to ban fake turf being used on nature strips, and they're seeking public feedback.
If you already have it, you don't need to panic and dig it up, number one. And secondly, this is a suggested policy change.
Landscapers say while artificial grass is common, it's not often used on nature strips.
I do it occasionally, and usually it's a last resort. You know, it's usually for erosion control. People have trouble on slope blocks, trying to retain gardens and decomposed granite.
Though the council has no plans to ban the material from homes and new developments, in the ACT, crossbenchers argue real grass is always greener.
I don't think Canberrans are fully aware of just all the implications of what this means, how it makes suburbs hotter, how it leaches microplastics into the waterways, and how eventually it's going to end up in landfill.
The Territory Government has told the Legislative Assembly it's reviewing its current policies. The Greens say controls are an environmental imperative.
I want to see far less artificial grass in the Canberra community. Whether that be a ban or other forms of regulation, this is what I want the government to explore.
I think regulating would probably be a bit of an easier approach, and giving people less options isn't always a good thing. So giving them the turf option, but having it so that it's, you know, it's installed properly, it's quality, it's got good drainage.
A growing concern.
And that ends the Midday News. Join us at 6 for more.